Haha, the stream has begun, and there's already one viewer. Wow. Well, hello everyone. Happy New Year's Eve, and I'm joined by Titus for this stream. If any of you saw the little video that I just put up about 2 hours ago, you'll know that I was doing a little live stream now. We're gonna do it on New Year's Eve, my birthday. It's a fun way to celebrate it. So if anyone has any questions or anything, you can send them in. Whoa.
Hello, everybody.
There's already
Everybody says
41. Wow, there's 41 people. I see George, Malachi, tons. Whoa, 120 people have joined. Wow. Hello, everyone. Whoa, 150. Okay.
It's too fast.
Well, yes. Today's New Year's Eve. It's been very fun. Yesterday I had a little get-together with some friends, came over. Pretty small party. I find those to be more fun because you could talk, interact, and it's not just like madness. But then tonight, everyone had different parties to go, but we're still just hanging out. There's a little... We might go down to the beach later on and build up a little bonfire. We'll see. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. How are you? From Josh. I'm very good. If any of you saw, I'm sure most of you saw the little rap that Oliver sent, Oliver the Joy Boy. That was really cool, because it was just after I'd woken up. I kind of slept in, because last night I stayed up late. And that was just like a really cool way, awesome way to start the day. Something like that, you're just like, wow, that's awesome. And now I'm just like happy, great start to the day. Briona says, how old are you? Well, as of today, I'm now 16.
He's 6 months older than me. Doesn't look like it, though.
Oh, Battle Boss says, you know Luca? Yes, indeed I do. They're some friends. And him and his family, they visited down a while back. Yes, I know who you're talking about. Rawl, what is your favorite food?
Ooh. Sushi
Sushi?
or pizza?
Sushi's good. I really like snack plate type things, so it's just like different things, like maybe there's like crackers and there's like some little fruits and maybe some little like vegetables with dips, just like a snack plate with a bunch of different little things, so you get to like have all these different little snacks. I like those because then you get to make weird combos, like put crackers with olives and cream cheese and come up with new combinations, so I think those are fun.
Pringles and Nutella. It's pretty good.
Pringles and Nutella. Pretzels and Nutella are pretty good.
Well, Pringles the same thing, right? What's the difference?
Pringles are like the ones where you put two and it's like a duck. And then pretzels are like another one. Wolfie, what is your favorite sport? Favorite sport? Of course I like surfing, but biking's really fun because I really like just exploring and hiking, and then biking you can just do explore, but then cover more distance. So I think that's why I like biking a lot.
Yeah, biking's pretty fun. Skateboarding would be super fun here too if we had more access to ramps. Which kind of sucks.
Yeah, there's been a few times where they've like set up little ramps and little skate spots, but then maybe someone else buys that area, so then they like get rid of it because they don't want to just have this skate spot open at this place and now it's theirs. And so everyone's always trying to like figure out a little place to maybe set up some ramps or set up something. It's kind of hard to find, but then when you do get it, it's like, wow, like this is so awesome to finally have a little spot to skate. AG Zoom, what do you want for your birthday? Of course, it's easy to be like, oh, I want like a new camera and maybe a new phone and a new this and that. But I find what I like the most is just experiences. So things like maybe hanging out with some good friends or like having a bonfire on the beach, things like that. I find I enjoy more because then you have the awesome memory of remembering that, and I like doing stuff that brings me experiences that'll have memories.
So we won't get you any physical gifts anymore.
No
We'll give you like a high five and a handshake.
That's good. High fives are cool. Paul, what are you looking forward to do in 2018 and beyond?
grow your YouTube channel.
Of course. What are you looking forward to do?
I'm looking forward to passing school with like above average, not average, like good grades. Let's just say average good grades. Hopefully do something after that. I don't know. Not fail.
What am I looking forward to? Like you said, of course, growing my channel, growing my audience, maybe visiting some new places, learning, and pretty much everything. There's always something you can learn. So right now, I'm up at the loft. This is where the Nimic team works. Right now, everyone, a lot of the team has gone back to visit family and stuff. But working with this team, when I do my own vlogs, I'm in control of the camera and stuff, and I'm always like holding the camera out, maybe vlogging. But when I'm doing some videos here and I'm filming other people, it gives me a chance to practice being behind the camera more, because if I'm behind the camera and I'm holding it and I'm filming other people, then it gives me a chance to work on stuff like being better at manual focus, because the autofocus isn't always reliable. It makes me work on being better with the settings, like being able to change settings just like quickly. And sometimes when I'm out vlogging just like on the go, I'll put certain settings in auto because it's just convenient and it's a lot easier if it's just a one-man show and you're just like running gun, going quickly. But if you just have to worry about the camera and you're filming someone else, you get to practice other skills that maybe kind of get neglected if you don't. I see Dan K asking, how do you join the YVR? So the YVR started with myself, Luther, Orion, and Oliver. And then now there's about 10 to 15, I don't know exactly, of us who are like in a little group, chat and stuff. And what we want to start soon is we're just waiting till we all feel like, okay, I feel I have time to put into this, because you don't want to start something when you don't have time to put into it, and then it just doesn't. You don't have time to put into it, and then it ends up just like becoming a flop. So we want to have a YouTube channel where we can feature other creators and like show little videos. Maybe they make a little edit of a video that they would make, like a short little version, and put it on there. That way you can get some publicity and people can find out about you that otherwise wouldn't. So hopefully be doing that soon. That's going to be very fun. John asks, is there a YVR website? It's in the works, and hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Dante, can you speak Spanish? Indeed. Hola, ¿cómo está?
Bien. So
Ahora-
I'm a bit of a gringo Spanish, you may say, because both my parents would be English. I was born here, so my Spanish isn't that like Spanishy.
We both speak Spanish, but when we're hanging out or when I'm vlogging, I can speak Spanish, but like you're just like your first language always seems to just roll off the tongue a bit easier. Or the language that you seem to use the most. It just is easier to think in. Like the second you have a thought, you can put it right into words, and I can do that in Spanish. But once in a while, there's like certain words where I'm like, So a lot of the times English is just like, it's just like natural to just talk in English. So I've seen some people like, wait, but don't you guys live in Costa Rica? Like why is everyone talking English like an American? Because a lot of us, maybe we have parents from the States, or because a lot of our friends speak English, or because at the school they teach English. A lot of times it's because of that. Aaron Gaston vlogs. Why do you like to be outside discovering?
It's better than being inside discovering stuff on your phone. Better than surfing the web, playing video games. You could enjoy what's actually out there instead of maybe watching a YouTube video of someone enjoying it.
Well, I think it's good to have a balance between some time outdoors, and then it's totally fine to spend time on YouTube. Right now you're on YouTube. I think that's totally fine. Totally fine to spend time on the internet, maybe playing video games or stuff once in a while. But I just really enjoy when you are searching and you find something that you've never seen before. there's many times I see little plants and insects or little animals or things that I've seen a bunch of times. But then one day I'm out just wandering along, and then I come across, boom, this like I've no idea what this is. I have no idea what it's called, and like this is so cool. And then or you get to, I always try to search for views. So sometimes you get to a spot with a view and you're like, wow, like this is totally worth it. And maybe I had to hike up this hill and go through all this bushwhack and all this crazy stuff. But then you get those little moments when you're outdoors where you're just like, oh, just like totally right here in the moment. Right in the moment. It's very nice. Louis. Or it says Luis, but I'm guessing it's Louis. What inspires you to explore and surf? You know, everyone, I can't say everyone, but I'm sure many people, and as well as myself, you have days where you're feeling down or you're not feeling as like psyched about going out and doing stuff. And sometimes, a lot of times, maybe watching other people who are doing something, maybe I find if I'm feeling down, I'll just watch maybe videos of other people who are maybe exploring the outdoors or camping or something like that. And often than not, that will kind of
motivate.
Yes, exactly. I've never heard of Costa Rica. But yes, we live in Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Oliver the Joy Boy, what's up, dude? Yes, thank you very much for the rap. That was awesome. I see a question from Clashmaster. Mac or PC? Well, I've always used a PC, so I've never used a Mac. And, you know, maybe one day I'd use a Mac, and then I'd be like, oh, I love the Mac. But for now, I use a PC, and I'm open to trying a Mac in the future. People, video editing, for editing pictures, for doing their stuff. So a lot of times it depends on personal preference, because a lot of times you can do the same thing on both. It's just maybe you have to do it in a different way, or go through different steps to do that. I saw the question. Was it from Oliver? Yes, Oliver had asked, how did both of us meet?
Ooh, I don't remember.
I think it was at
We went to like kindergarten together.
Yeah, we used to go to the same school. We were like super young. Yeah, we've been good friends for a while.
Crazy adventures, even since young.
Definitely. Going in the canteria. Craziness. Yeah, well, we both used to go to the same school, but then he started going to a different school. So, like, a lot of my friends, or some of my good friends, we were going to the same school, and then they started going to a different school. So I didn't really hang out with them a ton. But then you started hanging out with them again more and doing more adventures and stuff. And right now, a lot of them are on vacation, so hanging out a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Random. Hey, I'm glad you're 16. Join the club. Thank you.
You're getting old, man.
16.
Getting
I'm
so
16
old.
years young. It's all about how you look at it.
Today's the youngest you'll ever be and the oldest. Wait.
It's the youngest I've ever. It's the
youngest
youngest I'll ever be, and not necessarily because I've been younger.
How was
From
it?
now
There was
into the
something like
future.
the youngest and the.
Maybe today is the youngest I'm ever going to be, and the oldest I've ever been.
I don't know, I forgot how it was.
Maybe we'll remember later. I sent in some funny comments. AJ Zoom, what is the craziest thing you've seen in nature?
Well, nothing seems crazy because it's like nothing out of the ordinary ever.
I haven't seen something that I saw that's kind of out of nature. It's in this tree that's right near my house. There's this big tree, and we had this coconut that we threw out into the yard, and this squirrel, like a small little squirrel, somehow picked up a coconut just in its mouth, and it was trying to climb up the tree, like a little coconut about this big, and it's like a little squirrel. You can imagine how hilarious this looked. and it happened so quickly, and it was right as I woken up. I was just like totally out of it. And the squirrel was like trying to like running around the tree with the coconut, trying to just like climb up. And both of my dogs were about to run down there to try to get the squirrel. Like luckily grabbed them, so they weren't able to go down. And the squirrel just like kept trying to climb up, and then all of a sudden it just like got like a good grip, and it just like got in the flow, and just like ran up the coconut tree with up the tree with a coconut hanging out of its mouth. And then it somehow stayed up in the tree overnight with the coconut. Because the next day I saw the squirrel come down from the tree with the coconut. Never seen that happen before. I've seen one other time a squirrel up in a tree with a coconut, but never seen it happen. So that was pretty crazy, but it wasn't even out in the middle of the woods.
You have.
Easton, how's it going?
What's the most dangerous experience? Go back up.
What?
What was your most dangerous experience while exploring the jungles of Costa Rica?
By Joe.
Every experience is dangerous. Don't know if you might step on a snake, scorpion, fall in a hole, fall out a tree, drown in the ocean.
I try to not think about that when I'm not exploring, but...
If? Or sick of the what if?
That one cliff. Remember the adventure, I think it's down that way. There was the big, like, we were just walking through the woods, and then we found the massive cliff. Some little things like that, like big cliffs or big waterfalls. That's why it's good to go slow. The other day we saw a snake, and in that video I was talking about how it's good to go slow and take your time when you're moving. You never know when like a big hole could show up, or a big cliff, or an animal or something. So if you're moving slowly, just taking your time, trying to be fairly quiet, except for when you're filming and this and that. A lot of the times you'll see stuff before it's too late. That's not always the case, but a lot of the times you'll be able to see it before it's too late if you're going slow and paying attention. If you're just like la 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 la, like just running blah blah blah, like chomping. Sketchy situations. Clash Master. Clash of Clans. What editing software do you use? Sony Vegas Pro 14. So recently, someone sent me the link, or let me know about this deal that was going on to get Sony Vegas Pro 14. And normally, it's a really expensive software. It's like, it could be anywhere from $4 to like $6, $7. It depends which one you get. It's multiple hundreds of dollars, but I was able to find it for it was like on a deal for I believe about $20, which it depending what you compare it to. If you compare it to a free software, that could be expensive. But compared to how much it normally costs, that was a great deal. So took advantage of that and got that. Just got a super chat from Intiker, $20. Wow, Intiker, thank you very much. Happy birthday and Happy New Year. Yes, thank you very much. Means a lot. Thank you for the super chat. It's very kind. And another super chat from Thomas Hetchold. I hope that's how you pronounce it. And that is in another currency. I think that's euros.
Yes, euros.
Happy birthday, young man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Very exciting to now be 16. Right on, guys. Thank you. Joez, how do you send a super chat? Honestly, I think there should be like a button somewhere where you can send a super chat. If any of you feel sure, but either way, thank you for tuning into the live stream. Whoa, a super chat from Jimmy Hill. Jimmy, right on, thank you. There's no comment, but if you have a question or a comment you'd like to leave, definitely leave it. Be happy to answer that. Oh, guys, thank you. Thank you.
Which phone do you use?
I use an iPhone 5S.
I have the same as well.
It is what is streaming this live to the internet right through here. See, although it's an older phone and there's like multiple phones that have come out, after it, it still works great. But a few months ago, my screen stopped working, and it was because I did an update. So I got the screen repaired, and now I'm never doing an update with an older phone because I'm scared if I do an update, it's going to make my camera stop working again and make the screen stop working. So I just don't do the updates. I don't have all the emojis and all the little things, but at least it still works and I can do stuff like this.
Use it till it breaks and get a new one.
Yeah. And it's kind of nice because it's a smaller phone, so because it has a smaller screen, the battery might last longer. Maybe. I mean, a newer phone might have a better battery, might have a better battery, so it may not make sense, but
Problem is that with all the new phones now, they're all like just mini iPads. There's huge screens that are super hard to carry around, especially you want to put them like a small backpack in your pocket. It's so much of a pain.
yeah, it definitely depends on what you're going to be doing, what phone you choose. If you're going to be out hiking and you want to be an ultralight hiker, it may not make sense to get a bigger phone, the Plus version, which tends to be larger. It might make sense to go with a smaller phone. A lot of thru hikers that I've seen, they choose smaller phones because obviously it's smaller, but then also, it's smaller, it's lighter, and the battery might last longer because you have a smaller screen. But then, if you spend a lot of time on your phone, like doing tasks and stuff, you might end up liking a bigger phone because you have more space, you can see and read stuff easier. So I think it's a lot of personal preference.
All right, go back up. Are there skunks in Costa Rica? Yes, indeed, we have skunks. They're like rats with big fluffy tails. They're such a pain.
A little funny story is the skunks sometimes get into our yard, and then my dogs go and try to mess with them, so then they get sprayed, and then they smell horrible, and then you have to wash them off. It's a crazy nightmare, and it always happens in the middle of the night. But Oliver the Joy Boy, Oliver says, if you could be fluent in 4 more languages, what would they be? Oliver, I know you've asked this question to everyone, so it's pretty fun because I've seen, I think in one of Luther's streams you asked it to him, and I'm sure you've asked it to everyone else, so gotta put some good thought into this answer.
Well, 4 in total or 4 extra?
4 more from Spanish and English.
So that'll be 6 in total?
Yeah, I guess. I think I read that right.
So maybe French, Italian.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know that many. Yeah. French, Italian. And Japanese, that's it. 3 more, that's all I want. So thought it just gets confusing.
But you know them all, it's just like English. You just know it. It's just like.
I can't think of any more. That's I don't know what I need right now.
Okay, I would choose Chinese or Mandarin. I guess Mandarin. I'm not sure if there's a difference. Mandarin. I would choose German because, well, I do know a lot of people here who are German and they speak German, so it'd be cool to understand what everyone's saying. But also, when I'm up here working with the team, it is a lot of the times they're speaking in German because it's just they can, get across the concept easier, and that would probably help. That would probably help me out with doing the videos because then I would know what they're saying when I'm maybe editing a little thing. So Mandarin, German, and 2 more. French, I guess. Yeah, French and. Ooh, it's hard. It's so difficult.
Just leave it at that. If you can't think of any, don't stress on it.
I gotta get it out. I gotta figure it out. Maybe Japanese? Japanese. Yeah, we'll go with Japanese.
Good to know you copied me.
Oh, you chose Japanese? Oh.
French, Italian, and Japanese.
Oh, but I didn't choose, I chose German and Mandarin.
Oh, why not German and Mandarin?
Oh, I see a super chat. Carl Estes. Hey, Carl, how's it going? What's up, dude? Happy birthday, Atua. Love your channel. Well, thank you for the birthday wishes. It's so awesome. Everyone's sending in happy birthday wishes and stuff. Thank you. And I'm glad you enjoy the channel. It's very fun making videos, filming and documenting my adventures and experiences. So I enjoy it, and right on. The vlogger says in Spanish, Feliz cumpleaños. Gracias, el vlogger. Universal as how long till New Year's for you? So right now it is just about 4:30, so we have 4:30 to 5, 6, about 6.5, I believe about 6.5 hours. I just looking at a little clock a bit away. I think, not 100%. But I have a cool idea of how I want to transfer from 2017 into 2018. I told you guys the idea. Don't say it, it's going to be saved for the video, but it's a really cool transition that I haven't seen anyone do before, and it'll be a good start to the next year. It's 6:30 for me. So if you're saying
for us.
Well, if you're saying it's 6:30, 6 hours and 30 minutes till next year, then that we're the same time, or if you're saying it's 6:30, the time for you. Lobarob. Whoa, thank you, Lobarob. Lobarob. I believe he said that it's pronounced like in Spanish the way you say lobo, so Lobarob. I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you very much. I've seen your comments and little comments and questions and messages for quite a while, so thank you for following my journey and all the support. It's been very, very great, very awesome. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys send in a super chat, if you have a question or something, definitely send it in. You guys are funny. Let us see. Jordan's channel. Where is the best place you have been and why? What about you?
Best place I've been and why? I haven't been to many places.
Country, a town.
I did go to Spain once for a month. That was pretty fun. Especially for biking with all the mountain trails. So I'd like to go there again. That was a good place. But so far, I feel this is the best place to be for now. For you?
Well, of course, Germany was very fun. A certain trip that that was really, really fun, I had a really great time, was a trip to Canada a year or two ago, and it was because I have a lot of family in Canada. So, of course, visiting all of them, that was very fun, great experience. But we also went on this camping trip in a motorhome. So we were living in a motorhome for a couple of days. We were up in the Rockies, in the glaciers. We went on some glaciers. And that camping trip was very fun, a lot of great experiences, and I saw so many things on that trip that I'd never seen before. Just massive glaciers, crazy views. One morning woke up and we were right near this lake, this little lake pond, and there was this rainbow just shining right in front of it, and the glaciers were behind it. Never seen anything like that. And that trip was very fun. And then also, during that trip, before we came home, also went to this water park. I don't remember the name of the water park, but I have, of course, a video all about it. And that water park was really fun. There was slides and stuff where you'd get into this capsule, and then it'd shoot you out, and super scary, just pure terror. But it was that trip I really remember very nicely. Patrice, thank you for moderating the chat. Right on. it's really helpful having someone moderating because you guys do these live streams, and of course anyone is free to send in whatever they want, and it's really helpful when, you know, just like unnecessary comments can get just moderated. Ewan, when you get older, where will you live?
I have no idea.
It's hard to
I
say.
haven't thought about that yet.
Because maybe I'll stay here, maybe I'll move. What I want to do when I'm older is have a home base, so maybe a place, maybe in Costa Rica, maybe somewhere else, but a home base where I have maybe like my house and stuff, and then I can always return there, and then I can travel away from there to different countries or go rent a house somewhere, maybe for a certain gig I'm working on or something. So I leave my house, and and then I can go visit other places, but then I always have a home base to return to. That'd be very, very fun. But, I mean, it's hard to say. Maybe I'll never actually have my own house. I will just rent places so that I have mobility to move around. Maybe I'll have my own house, because that also sounds like a good plan. No plans. Dalton, do you skimboard? Indeed, yes. We've done some skimboarding videos, but we haven't done one lately.
The waves aren't the best here for skimboarding.
There's certain places where sometimes it lines up perfectly, where there's a river and then the ocean, but sometimes it's really rocky, or there's just like it's not working. But once in a while you get these perfect times where you can. My favorite is when it's a river that goes down a slope and then into the ocean. So sometimes you can get it going in the river, and it's really hard to like control, but sometimes you get that one ride that's just like super totally worth it. Alright guys, the stream has been going for about 30 minutes. We gotta head down to the beach to get the bonfire going.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be very fun. Cannot wait for 2018, but it's kind of sad. It's quite sad that 2017 is coming to an end. It's been a very, very fun year. Lots of great memories, and all of you who've joined, right on. You guys are all awesome. Hope you have a great New Year's Eve and a New Year's Day tomorrow. Remember to keep always doing awesome stuff. See you all tomorrow, early in the morning. Bang! Okay, let's go to the beach.